Hey people, let's make some shawarma. Today we are making beef shawarma. What's your favorite kind of shawarma? Is it the chicken, the beef, or the veggies? I've had goat meat shawarma and it was good. I loved it. Some people prefer to combine chicken and beef. Today we are adding some veggies to our beef shawarma. This is not a complicated recipe. It's the basics and very easy, but I assure you it's very delicious. You don't need a shawarma machine to make this. Make this at home and you will love it. Alright, so this is our meat already cooking. I'm using cow meat. We have cooked it. We added some spices to it, basically salt, seasoning powder, onions. I added ginger and garlic, but my camera didn't capture that part. I'm always apologizing. I'm sorry again. When recording, sometimes I forget to press play. Oh yes, I also added some scotch bonnet pepper to the meat. The meat is cooked and now we are scooping it out and ready for the next process. We are going to pound this meat. The essence of doing this is to tenderize the meat and make it even more juicy. Now this meat is already well cooked, so you may decide to omit this process, okay? A big shout out to Peaceful Lifestyle and family watching from Kaduna, Nigeria. Thank you for your support and always watching my videos. My loves, tell me where you're watching from so that I can give you a shout out on my next video. That is done. We are scooping it out and right now we're going to heat up some sausages. So these are beef sausages and we're going to fry them slightly in the oil. You may air fry this if you want to. There is a lot of controversy concerning consuming store-bought sausages. Many nutritionists claim that this shouldn't be consumed. What is your take on it? For me, I don't like sausages. If I was making this shawarma for myself and without having to film it, I'm not going to add the sausages. Now, it's not because of what they say, but because I simply don't like it. Although I care about what they say. I mean, we need to be very careful of what we consume in order to have a better health, right? Okay, the sausages are ready and we are cutting the meat. We're going to cut this meat into very tiny sizes. We would also be cutting some of the sausages, and for the rest of them, we're going to leave them whole. Do you like it when your sausage is cut into bite sizes like this? This looks beautiful. This shawarma was full of deliciousness. And for the other fillings, which are the veggies, we're using cabbage, carrots, sweet corn, peas, some onions, the beef and the sausages that were prepared earlier, and some grounded pepper. Now, if you noticed, I added about 3 spoons of grounded pepper to this filling. Please add pepper according to your preference, okay? We also added some lettuce. These are my choice of veggies. Remember that you can add or subtract any ingredients of your choice. Before wrapping this up, we'll add some mayonnaise. I added some milk and just a bit of ketchup to the mayonnaise. Would you call shawarma a whole meal? Well, in this case, I would, because it has protein, which is the beef that we're using, the carbs, which is the wraps we'll be using to wrap this up, fat, which is from the mayonnaise, and the veggies, which includes the lettuce, the cabbage, the carrots. So I would call this a whole meal. However, this would not be called a whole meal if it is overloaded with sauce, oil, and little to no veggies. Just as you have seen from the choice of our ingredients, this is a whole meal. But I know some people that will still download 1 full plate of properly cooked egusi soup and fufu after having this whole shawarma. They don't see shawarma as food. They see it as a snack, no matter the ingredient it is made up of. If you belong to that category of people, raise your hand. Alright, so you could see me splitting the bread into 2, yeah? So I'm going to wrap this up with our veggies. After wrapping this up, it's time to heat them up. Pour a little oil in your pan and then you carefully place your shawarma. Make sure the area facing the pan is where the wraps ended. You're going to turn this at intervals so that it won't get burnt. You turn the 4 sides of the shawarma. Do this carefully, slowly but steady until it is ready. You know it's ready when it has a crispy touch. see, this isn't hard to make. This is something you can prepare from the comfort of your home, the comfort of your kitchen. If you have followed me up till now, I want to say a big thank you to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Don't forget to tell me where you're watching from so that I can give you a shout out on my next video. And don't forget to like and drop me a comment. You know I'd love to hear from you. Also share this video if you find it interesting. Bye for now.